Sports. It's in the game.
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Should we go up, down? You can bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room, and it went awry.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you take.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Barkley, inside handoff. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Third down and 13.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Henry running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A first down carry for Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson on second down, being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They go play action now. Jackson.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they...
Derrick Henry all alone.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Dancing to his left. Able to push his way through. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. A strong running. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Down to about the 22 here.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now it's Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson now.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Back to throw here.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Still going inside the 20.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Milton Williams
In there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
now third down and very long.
Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
On second down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to move him around.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's 1st and 10. Connecting with Andrews.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defense have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing. Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here now, 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.